Okay, so I'm going to pull up the last scene I did before I go ahead and move on to the next shot. This shot, when he's bowing, I'm not really liking what's going on there with his hair situation. So let's see. Yeah, I don't like that. Guess I had to get away from it for a couple days to realize it wasn't going to work. I'm going to take this shot here. Let's see. I want to go with the... okay, that's Ninja 1. I want Ninja 2. Paint. Okay. Let's take his paint and let's do a motion blur. Alright. Okay, so... okay, that's not too horrible. I think I want it... actually, that needs to be longer. Yes. Is that right? Let's see if it turned that way. Okay, yeah. It seems to be pretty intuitive. I don't like the length, though. I think it needs to be even longer. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, now, let's go... is it Control F? I know in GIMP it is. Yep. Control F. So we'll just apply that to all of these. And... okay. And I think that probably I should do it on the ink layer as well. Yeah, definitely. So it's great that you can just hit Control F and it blurs it all out for you. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, that's better. Although I actually wonder if I did it twice. Let me hit it again. Yep, I'm doing it again. I'm just going to do double the motion blur. Alright, File, Save. And you know what? I need to do it on the shadow as well, actually, come to think of it. Let's go Control F. I'm just hitting Control F twice. Okay, File, Save. I think I like it. Yeah, that's so much better. Okay, File, Render Animation, and we're going to the Conversions folder, and let's render that out. Okay, I like it. I like it muy mucho. So... okay, what next? So we're going to have to replace this shot with the one I just did. And I guess I will just stretch this up here. Excuse me, folks. Okay. So there's the shot. Is it done? It's almost done. Saving the frames. Now I really like that. I definitely think that that motion blur effect is kind of handy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go back to here, and it should complain. It is going to complain that the file exists, so we've copied over it. Okay, so now I'm going to drag that into the render folder, and we're going to take 63. Hello, 63. A lot of shots to wade through. Huh. Okay, so go into Blender. I'll stick it right in there. And hit Control A. That worked out pretty well. Okay, only thing I wonder about is I think the mountains in the background are a little lame, aren't they? That's one of these things you don't think about until you think about it. Because I dragged in this old background. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's solo the, let's save our work. Then I'm going to hit the tilde key, which for me is isolate layer. And let's just kind of do something here with these so-called mountains. What we could do, let me see. Whoops, that's not what I need. Let's go. Hey, get out of there. Okay. B key. Let's turn the opacity way down, and that's not that helpful. Okay. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, I guess I'll just do all. There's a preset brush that actually happens to be really good for making like mountains. So it's a bit of a cheat. Is it this one? No, that's like foliage. It's hard to see. That's more like clouds. Where the heck is that? Mountain. Nope. Is it this one? No. Golly. These icons are so small. I wonder if you can make them bigger. Bet you can. Oh well. Tell you what I'm going to do. Oops. I'm just going to shrink this down. And actually, let's go back to this. I'm going to rethink this a bit. Okay, I'm going to turn the opacity of this down. And just blur this. I'm just going to blur it. I'm going to sort of assume that the background would be defocused. And that's that. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Let's just see. Yeah, I think it's less distracting now. I mean, we could pick it apart and redo the background 50 times, but I think we're probably okay here. There we go. File, save, file, render. Render. We want to render. Wait a minute. File. Render animation. And let's go to the correct folder. Oh, Krita doesn't seem to remember where the last render was saved. It's just one of those silly little Krita things. Okay, so now the problem we're going to run into now is the... And by the way, this is actually supposed to be Blender 2.8. My bad, folks. Let me open Blender 2.8. For the video edit. Come on. Okay, I'm not going to actually open it because I'm going to need to copy the file over. Guess we're not using this anymore. That was the last video. Encoding frames. Okay, so now we go to the conversions folder and we convert it. And we go here and we drag that in there. We replace it. And now if we open this up in Blender, oh wait, I didn't want that file. I wanted that file. Okay. So yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. So now I want to see if there's a little hiccup there. Looks like there is. I'm going to go ahead and stretch that out just a bit. Okay. Now, question would be, do we really need to like darken these guys just a little bit? I think we do. So let's add a modifier. Whoops. We're going to add a curves modifier. And we're just going to turn it down a little bit so it sort of matches the other shots. There we go. Okay, so now we're on to the next shot. How long did that take? 10 minutes. Okay, so now this shot was originally done in OpenTunes, and frankly, I want to break it into 2 shots. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to measure it right here. Say this is, which frame is that? Is that correct? 5958? Yes. 5958 to 16. So (42 plus 16). Okay, so it's 58 frames. Okay. I want to completely rethink this shot. I'm going to use what we had in I'm going to use the wide shot, but I want to start with a close shot. All right. So, and it's only 58 frames long. So, I'm going to give a couple frames extra here up in my animation settings. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 60. Okay. Okay, I think what I want to do is I'm going to go insert, insert, insert. Now, what is this? This is shot number I guess it'd be 65, yeah. So I wonder if we already have a 65 here in the Krita department. L anime Krita. Let's find out. We'll just put it in 0065. Nope. Okay, we're good. So now what I wanted to do is I want to go like this. Okay. And this is going to be a similar motion blur. We'll go ahead and turn on onion skins. I guess that doesn't work. Just going to sketch it in here just to get a feel. Okay, now... Oh, I forgot. I've got... Is it Control Tilde? Yeah. Control Tilde is my hotkey for turning onion skinning on and off. So there's her eyeball. So there's her other eyeball. So let's put a tween there. Alright. And... blah, 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 blah. So that's going to be... This is going to be another one of those blurred... Probably motion blurred, actually. Okay, so ear, ear, ear. Now, it does look like I've sort of zoomed in, and I didn't intend that. I didn't really mean to have it be a push in, so. Okay. So that's cool. And then, so it's going to be blump, boom. Okay, so right there. Save early, save often. Okay, now we're going to go to this shot. Alright, and insert. Might as well turn the onion skins back off for now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's really look at our framing here. A little bit of a rule of thirds thing going on. Okay. There's the sword. I'm just going to keep this really broad, really simple for the moment. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take everything, move it over a little bit. Okay, that way we can take the sword, do that. Okay, and then let's do this on 4s. So she's gonna boom, boom. Okay, so this key will probably be repeated. So now that we've got the breakdowns, let's go ahead and draw the darn thing. Now, pathetic as it is, I do need to refer back to earlier. Yeah, okay. So let's catch this right now. And I think this should be more looking straight out. Golly. You know, the thing that's actually bizarre is I have not drawn Akari in quite a while. I was doing that explainer video last week, and as usual, I've forgotten what the heck she looks like. Okay, let's zoom in here and clean this up. Okay, what is Mr. Big's line there? Excuse me. Please drop your weapon. Okay. I want her expression to be uncertain consternation. She's not really angry, she's just having to evaluate her options. Okay, so now let's do a little erasing. Make that a little bigger. Oops. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Boom. Yeah, okay, so we gotta have the ponytail. We gotta have the pigtails. Seems a little, whoa, a little large. Okay, so now we'll turn the onion skins back on. Okay, so that's her ear right there. Okay, this is going to be a blur. This is going to be one of those blurry ones. I'm just gonna make it a complete blur. Okay, so here. I'm not going to worry too much about that key because it's a two framer and it's a blur. We'll fix it up later. Okay. Okay. Again, I made her ear a little bit large in that initial sketch. Okay. Her ponytail is going to be back here, roughly. There's her head, neck. Okay, so again, these are only going to be on the screen for two frames. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this simpler. I just changed my mind. I like that pose right there, and I don't see the point of having her turn her head. Cool. It seems like overkill, unnecessary motion, which I seem to get in trouble for every once in a while. So let's just pull back and tell the story in a little more minimalist fashion. Okay, so now here, ultimately this is going to be broken into two layers. I think we'll have one layer for Akari and one for the bad guys. So let's see here. All right, let's clean this up a bit, as I so often need to do. Okay, this almost could use symmetry. Almost, but not quite, unfortunately. Okay. Basically want to just spec out the size of the eyeballs that are hidden back behind her. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to be too big. Definitely, that looks stupid. Well, like I said, I haven't drawn her in a bit, and I'm just getting back in the groove today, so. Getting back in the groove. That's not going to work at all, is it? No, that's not going to work. We're going to delete those and redo them. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. Okay. Let's just check our references here. Okay. Yeah. Just got to get the... This is surprisingly one of the harder poses to do because it would have probably made more sense to draw it using symmetry and then, in other words, use the mirroring and then just tilt it afterwards. Because I find it rather challenging to draw somebody on a slightly tilted angle like this. But such is life. We will carry on and figure it out. That's why I'm flipping the canvas so much, is because there is no way I will get it symmetrical if I don't flip the canvas like a lot. Okay. Eyes are a little too close together. And overall, I would say, I think the whole kit and caboodle needs to be a little smaller. And then spread apart more. Hopefully this won't boggle it up. That's not too bad. Okay. Okay, pull back. Gosh, it seems to me that it's still just a little too high. Yeah, just a little bit. Which, by the way, also suggests that the... Oh, come on, I didn't mean to do that. That this tuft of hair needs to be drawn just a little bit lower. Okay. Pull out. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so now this is a weird pose, but I think, frankly, her hand is going to be hidden mostly by the hilt of the blade. Let's just keep it loose like that and see how it goes. Okay, let's get back to this shot. Yeah, and frankly, I forgot about Mr. Naruto hair being in the foreground. Okay, so that's cool. We're going to just copy this to here and then change that. Starting to get my groove on again. In other words, while I'm drawing this, I'm starting to see it in my head, so I know what to draw. It's kind of weird, but it kind of takes me a bit to get that back on after getting away from it for a while. Seems a little strange, but it's true. Okay, so now I think that'll work. Probably should make her ear more clear, distinctive. Okay, so one thing we're definitely going to want to do is sort of double check our detail level on our breakdowns. I have a proclivity to underdraw, and then when I to go straight from breakdowns to ink and paint. And that's something I've been trying to rectify lately. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go select these dudes, delete them. Then we're going to go here. Let's draw these guys in. Oops. And then, of course, we're going to be copying from this frame to the other one. Okay, Mr. Big. Now let's make sure we get you balanced. I believe, yeah. Okay, so now we got Mr. Longhair Dude. Okay, he's got the little band. By the way, I should save my work. Murphy's Law says if I don't save it now, I'm going to have an explosion. It's going to cause me to lose a bunch of work. And that's not fun. That is not fun. Okay. Okay, this guy, he's one of the guys we really see the least in the scenes. Oh wait, actually maybe he's the guy who gets kicked in the gut, or maybe the nugs. I can't remember. Okay, I like the sort of square blockiness of these guys. I like the way I'm drawing them. Yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go here. And so what does that do for us? Well, it takes this. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's delete that. Yeah, let's take those out of there. And then these guys. Interesting. Oh, I see. Well, it kind of did what I wanted. Yeah, so if I take that key out, I've got the right result. File, save. Oh shoot, I hate it when Krita does that. Okay, so now we look at how this will cut in with this. So sorry, so sorry. Please drop your weapon. And then, she's got a kind of a decision to make here. Okay, and then obviously, it probably goes without saying that this is going to be like this. something of that nature. Okay, that's been over half an hour. I'll tell you what, I'm going to quit here, and then we'll tighten it up and go to Ink and Paint next time.